Hello guys, how is it going? Can you hear me? Frostbite, welcome to stream, nice to see you brother, how are you? King Crab, nice to see you. Man, I really hope you recover well from your surgery. That was scary. Hello hater, thank you for sharing the Discord link. I hope you are doing good brother, nice to see you today. Peanut Blue, Sea Kayak, Shield Bear, Vivan, Swinek, Scottish Guy, welcome to stream guys, how are you doing? Hello Daniel. Alright guys, so today we're gonna begin our participation on a new competition that we just started on my Discord server, which as you can see is a competition for the biggest goal scoring gamespot. This competition is only gonna count, only the goals are gonna count on this competition. So diamonds won't count, nor push diamonds, they have to be goals. And it includes Gamespot, Blue Wildebeest, Lion, Cape Buffalo, Warhawk, Lesser Kuru, and Springbok. So it's gonna be exciting. Hello Evan, how are you doing? T-Bing, welcome to stream, how are you? Hello Ethan, just watched the video on the Bible Capybara, nice. What do you think of the video? Baker, doing very good, how are you? You are currently on Borhonga? Haven't found anything so far? Well, fortunately for us, or fortunately for everybody, this competition is just starting, so we're gonna have an entire week to get some big goals. We're gonna start by joining a server right here. Let's go to Race server. It is currently at the end of the Gamespot training time. We may be able to find some Gamespot. Right there. Yes, I'll be on Chopper's stream today. It starts, I believe, in like 7 hours. It is gonna be with Chopper, Lady Legend. I think the Hunt Professor is also gonna be there. Plus, I think Donnells is also gonna be there. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Hey bro, I'm brand new to the HUNTer. What map do you recommend me buy first? I am thinking Silverish Peaks. Silverish Peaks is a very good option for your first map, Shieldbear. But honestly, I would choose something like Emerald Coast, or of course Peru, for your first map. So yeah, before Silverish Peaks, I would choose Emerald Coast, Sundar Patan, or Peru. You cannot go wrong with any of those three, you know? So unfortunately we got kicked out of that session, not a surprise since we're gonna start playing on multiplayer. But man, that sucks because I wanted to hunt some wildebeest, but I guess we're gonna have to start by maybe going for some lions. Yeah, let's go for some lions first. Found a level 9 gator today that made it. Also popped in a Bible gator and a diamond grey fox. Nice, Winek. So you had an amazing hunt today. Great to hear. Hello, Seth. Welcome to stream. Do you live stream at 60 FPS? It should be at 60 FPS, Frostbite. My game runs, I believe, are 120. But yeah, the live stream should run at 60 FPS. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Warhawk. Welcome to stream, by the way. Happy to see you. Emerald Coast is definitely an amazing option. And yeah, it has, I think, 8 different exclusive species, which is a very good number. So yeah, you cannot go wrong buying Emerald Coast. It's not letting us join the server, neither apparently our connection with this host doesn't work. And yeah, the loading screen is taking way too long, which means we may have to go to a different session, guys, and we may even have to restart the game if it starts taking too long inside this loading screen. Colin, how are you doing? Happy to see you, brother. Thank you for joining us today. Alright, connection timeout. Having some trouble finding a good session here. Let's go to this one. Pop Dog server. wildebeest string time. That sounds like a good option. Aiki Caribou, how are you? How are you? Happy to see you. How's the hunt today? So we're just getting started right here. Gonna start by hunting Borjonga Savannah because, as I mentioned earlier, we're gonna begin our participation on a competition that includes 7 of the 10 species that are present here on Borjonga Savannah, and it is a competition that only counts golds. So diamonds do not count on this one, only the golds. I am so bad, bro. It takes me like 1 hour to kill 2 animals. That's how it is at the beginning, chill bear. Because you are just getting started, but you know, the more you play, the more you level up, the better equipment you are gonna get, plus the more you are gonna learn about the game and about the animal locations. So yeah, just be patient and eventually you're gonna be killing dozens of animals in that same amount of time, you know? Like, yeah, there's people here that while grinding kill like 80 animals in an hour, so that is possible. You just have to learn the game. And it is a slow process at the beginning. Great to hear, Colin. My day is going pretty good so far. It's been a chill morning. Happy to be streaming once again. And, you know, after the stream, I may stream the angler in the evening. Some angler as well, before joining Choppers on his stream. By the way, guys, if any of you wants to join the current competition, just go to my Discord server. You'll see the link pinned in the comments. Just go to my Discord server, go to the theHunter competition section, read the rules, and you'll see it is super easy to submit your best kills. You are gonna have a second live stream today, Frostbite, and you are finally gonna reveal your voice. Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting. I hope you have a great stream. You know? You are gonna improve so much the more you stream. Just trying to see if we can spot a big level 4 Springbok right here. I mean, a troll Springbok would be amazing, but a big level 4 will do it for now. Gotta focus on finding goals. However, since we're currently at the wildebeest string time, I think we should start by taking a look at this lake first of all. I saw you join the session, hater. What do you think of the PC version, by the way? Because you made a switch from console to PC. I remember you told me. So what is your opinion on the PC version? Yeah, Colin, that was a level 4, but it wasn't max estimate, that's the thing. So yeah, like, I need a level 4, but a max estimate level 4, preferably. Otherwise, we're gonna have to replace it eventually. Some wildebeest. We're gonna try to see if there's a level 4 max estimate wildebeest right here. That would be ideal. Also, bro, did you know that the scrub hairs males can go to max weight estimate? Yes. Yes, hater. Male scrub hair can actually reach max estimate, but not diamond. That's right, Baker. Like, you can make as many submissions as you want, but we're only gonna count the biggest gold for each species you submit. Although there's not a limit for how many submissions you can make, you know? Found the level 4 wildebeest up to 40, hopefully it's close. That will be a good one, Baker. Yeah, hopefully you'll score right below diamond. Because that'll be an amazing submission right there. Yeah, Colin, don't worry. The max weight estimate for the Springbok is 38 to 42 kilograms. So if we happen to see one of those, we're definitely gonna shoot it. What about the wildebeest? This lake should have more wildebeest, but I'm barely seeing any herd. I mean, there's a female, plus a level 3 male, but man, we need a bigger male, something like a max estimate level 4, as I said. Hello, Decan, how are you doing? Happy to see you, brother. I'm doing very good, just having fun here on Afirca. PC version is very good. I'll reach level 60. At some point I'll play more in the streams. That sounds like a very good idea, hater. Would love to see you join me. But right now I'm trying to get my time on European Bison and Canada Goose. That sounds exciting. Hater. Yeah, nice way to begin your PC journey by exploring Hirschfelden. That sounds like honestly the best thing you can do, because Hirschfelden is amazing. Even though most of you probably hate it. So there's actually level 4 wildebeest that I just spotted, but it wasn't max estimate. That's the thing. Baja Brock finally spawned his grade 1 fox last night. That's amazing. Frostbite. I saw he's been streaming the fox grind on Scotland, I believe. So it is crazy that he already managed to spawn his grade 1. Nothing remarkable on this lake so far. So look guys, we're gonna go to this other lake before anyone else goes there. Someone already got the best submission for Cape Buffalo. I think I saw it, Colin. Yeah, it was like 151 something, so that is... Yeah, you cannot get a bigger gold, Cape Buffalo. Which is amazing. But I mean, there are other 6 species, guys. Because as you can see on this table, which I'm gonna display here, we are gonna count the Gamesbok, Blue Wildebeest, Lion, Cape Buffalo, Warhawk, Lesser Kuru, and Springbok. Calls only. So there are plenty of species we have to go for, and everyone is gonna have a chance to join this competition and to win it. It is simple to get goals. Genospica, welcome to the stream. How are you? You should make a competition on Hirschfelden. That could be fun, Frostbite. Yeah, that could be fun. I don't think we've ever done a big competition on here. We are probably gonna do it on for calls only, I mean. There's a level 4 wildebeest right there. Hello, Liam. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. My first rare was a leucistic kangaroo. Nice. Now, that is an interesting question, guys. Do you remember what was your first trophy in Call of the Wild? Do you remember if it was a rare or a diamond? For example, my first diamond was a diamond... What was it? A diamond white-tailed jackrabbit. So, there was only a level... Yeah, it was a level 4 wildebeest, but not a max estimate neither. Liamik, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Now there are 2 different Liams. So, yeah, I'll have to also mention your second name or your last name. Where are the wildebeest right here? You know, normally whenever you visit this lake, there are 2 or 3 different herds. But damn, not a lot this time, unfortunately. My first diamond was a European bison. That is a nice first diamond, Genospica. Diamond feral goat, nice, hater. That is also a nice one. Diamond mountain lion at level 9. That's kinda crazy. Yeah, that's kinda crazy. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hello, Darius. How are you doing, man? Great to see you today. My first trophy was a diamond sambar deer, which I shot in the neck and didn't even know was a level 5 on, but I didn't watch it. Damn, so you shot it in the neck not knowing it was a level 5. That's crazy. Well, glad you got it. Glad you could get the full score. Still missing the white-tailed jackrabbit diamond. They are elusive for sure, Daniel. Especially now, because they used to have a drink time in the past. But yeah, nowadays, you are forced to go and hunt their feed zones, which is not a simple task. Gonna fast travel to this other outpost right here. Something crazy is I played the Hunter once a long time ago, came back, and out of 11 animals, apparently I have a rare. Damn, are you kidding me, Chilbert? So you already have a rare. How did you realize you have a rare? By taking a look at the achievements. My first trophy ever was a diamond fallow deer from Hirschfelden. Those are so special, Frostbite. Because people have gotten used to the diamond fallow deer being really common on the Aurora with the fallow deer grind. But on Hirschfelden, finding one organically, then it is difficult. It is difficult, so that is a very special trophy right there. My first trophy was a cinnamon teal, but I didn't know it was rare. My first tax trophy is a whitetail. Plus translation in Polish in Call of the Wild is so bad, so I don't know if I got a mail or not. That's interesting, Svenek. Oh, it was a cinnamon bear. I think I read cinnamon teal. Just the text is so small on my second monitor. So cinnamon bear, nice. That's right, Colin. Your first diamond was also a diamond jackrabbit, right? It's pretty crazy. You know, I remember I got mine like a couple months after they were added to a game. And you couldn't even see the fur on the harvest screens. It shows on Xbox if you have a rare, but I don't remember ever getting one. Maybe you got one by accident, Chilbert. Maybe without realizing. Well, it was without realizing for sure. 36.66 was the score for the wildebeest I got. I don't think it's going to win, so I'm not gonna submit it yet. You could still submit it, Baker. You know, just to get the competition going. Because, you know, the more submissions people see, the more encouraged they are to join the competition. So, yeah, if you submit it, that'll still be appreciated, you know? Just found the Bible Taruka. Nice, Dylan. Is it a male or a female? But that is sick regardless. My first trophy was an albino fallow deer on Hirschfelden. It was my longest viral hit too. Nice, Liam. So how long was the shot? Okay. I'm also expecting to find some wildebeest on this lake. But I'm not seeing a single herd, which is a bit concerning. Shot a pheasant and I didn't know it was an albino. That's crazy, Peanut. Albino pheasant by accident. Male or female, by the way. So the Bible Taruka is a female, Dylan? That's pretty cool. Love the Bible Tarukas. I've been trying to get one, but no luck so far. Already got a male Bible, and they both look insane. Absolutely. Apparently the Bibles are quite rare than the rest of the rares for the Tarukas. Especially rarer than the melanistics. And it is crazy that you already got a male Bible. I'm so jealous. So there we have the wildebeest. About time. Are you gonna tell me there are only two though? Because I'm not gonna believe it. There have to be more. Bro, our dog is bugging so bad, look. It is just teleporting back and forth. That is a really common bug on multiplayer. So I think we're gonna leave our dog on the next outpost we go to. My first great one was a fallow deer with a Irish shell rack and the fabled silver fur. That is a nice combo right there, Peanut. That is a really, really good combo. You know, if I ever happen to get another great one fallow deer, I would love to get that variation. Shot a leucistic female pheasant and I deleted it in the lodge on accident. That sucks, Colin. Oh man, yeah, it happens though. Like, it has happened to me in the past. Like, I remember I was just scrolling through my trophy manager one time. And I don't even remember what I was doing, but I ended up deleting an albino warhawk by accident. You know, Mr. Warhawk is probably gonna want to kill me right here, but yeah, I ended up deleting a female albino warhawk by accident. Hold up a second, right there, guys. 37 to 41 estimate, big max estimate wildebeest. Yeah, big max estimate wildebeest. Hopefully it won't make diamond, because if here is a huge call, that would be an amazing submission for the competition. Hello Nova, welcome to the stream. Found anything yet? We are looking for goals at the moment. So yeah, this wildebeest that we just found will be our first actual submission. Mike from Sweden, nice to see you, man. How are you doing? Sounds like a plan. You are gonna be alone with the kids this weekend? That sounds like fun. But yeah, thank you for joining us, and it is nice to see you regardless if you stay for long or not. This guy is 200 meters away. Do you think it's gonna be diamond, Nova? Maybe. I have killed 10,000 pheasant and only got one melanistic. At least it was a gold, so to me the melanistic is rarer than the great one. You know, I would say you are probably right, Dylan. Because, like, I've also had many grinds where I got a great one before a melanistic for that species, so yeah, melas are typically just as rare, if not rarer than the great ones, for a lot of species. This wildebeest is huge, may actually make it, which would be a disaster. Hold up, wrong rifle. We need to use the Malmer. And that should be a good hit right there. He's going down. I have deleted a couple stuff. I deleted a 298 moose. Damn, 298 moose. An albino female moose, the leucistic pheasant, and a melanistic female red deer. You know, the females aren't as painful, the female rares, but yeah, that huge moose, that was really, really bad calling. It tends to happen though. Yeah, that menu is a bit confusing, so it makes it easy to delete trophies by accident. Bearing 37.58 on your wildebeest. That'll be huge, Genospica. That'll be huge because the diamond score is 37.66 or 68, something like that. So yeah, that would be huge. That would be really close to diamond. Exactly what we need. I have 3 great on fallow deer, but no melanistic. That's crazy. So yeah, taking a look at that, I would say that proves the melanistics are actually rarer than the great ones in the case of a lot of species. Which is interesting, guys, because, like, imagine every time you find a melanistic for an animal on multiplayer. Like, that could have been a great one. Or rarer than a great one, which is crazy. Some cane spoke over there, but we gotta harvest this wildebeest. Oh my god, it made it. 37.95. Are you kidding me? Like, just when we didn't need a diamond, we ended up getting a diamond. Bro. 37.95. The diamond score is 37.69. So I'm not happy, This is one of the only instances on which I'm not happy getting a diamond because we needed a huge goal for the competition. But hey, I won't complain. A diamond is a diamond and, well, there we have it. Bro. We needed a huge gold. Come on, game. That was a troll. That was an inverse troll. Look at all the cane spoke over there. More on that side. First time you don't want a diamond, right, Baker? Yeah, that's why I love these kind of competitions, because, like, sure, if you get a diamond, you are still happy because you got a diamond, but if you get trolled, even better, you know? You were right, Nova, you were right. Very, very right indeed. Absolutely chill, but a diamond is a diamond. Can't complain. Our dog is still completely bugged, look. That's so dumb. Gonna hunt Cape Buffaloes, they are more entertaining. Yeah, Baker, that sounds like a very good plan. I'm also gonna hunt some Cape Buffaloes today. They are a lot of fun for sure. And we just need something like a huge mythical, eh? Just looking for a level 4 female. Not a single level 4 female over there. So let's go to a different lake. Let's try this one. This one is normally decent. Already more diamonds than the last stream, right, Mr. Rahog? Yeah, I can't believe we couldn't spawn a single diamond mule deer during the last stream while grinding. Oh, but the level 2s were everywhere. What are your top 3 favorite maps? My 3 favorite maps, Shieldbear, Revontuli Coast, that is the first place. Then on the second place, I would place Peru, Inti Suyu. And on the third place, I would place... I'm gonna place Sundar Patan on the third place. So yeah, Revontuli Coast, Inti Suyu, and Sundar Patan. Alright. This far lake should also have some wildebeest. But what about you guys? What are your top 3 favorite maps on Call of the Wild? You know, I'm wondering if anyone would place Borjonga Savannah on their top 3. Because I know a lot of people love Borjonga Savannah, but... You know, I haven't seen a lot of players playing it recently. That'll be amazing, hater. Yeah, I'm also hoping you'll manage to get a diamond bison today. That'll be sick. Yo, keyboard warrior. How are you, man? Nice to see you once again. You couldn't get a diamond in the angler or the hunter, sadly. Yeah, Chilber. Yeah, we really tried on the last angler stream for Atlantic Salmon, but no luck. So it is good to finally end that negative streak with that wildebeest. And as I was saying, we're probably gonna play the angler today as well. On a different stream. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, and I'm looking forward to catch some diamonds. Alright, please. Level 5, guys. Hold up. Level 5 wildebeest. Gonna use a Malmer. He has the small diamond horns, if I'm not mistaken. Bro. Did we watch it? I think we watched it. Yeah. I mean, it is a wildebeest. They are incredibly common, but I'm not happy about that shot. That was terrible. I want to take a look at the rest, though. Just to make sure there's not a single max estimate. So yeah, we just watched a level 5 wildebeest very casually, guys. That was really lame. But yeah, if you are gonna watch a diamond, it better be a wildebeest. Alright, my favorite map is Sundar Patan. My second one is Peru. And my third favorite is Tiawaroa. Nice, hater. Tiawaroa is underrated. Aski Ridge, Northern Lights Coast, which is Revontuli Coast, and Peru. Great to see so many people putting Peru so high into their rankings. I usually spawn a couple diamonds a day on my mule deer grind, but I haven't gotten one in 2 days. I bet I have like a 5 or 2 in my exteriors. Maybe, Liam? Yeah, gotta check your exteriors. I gotta do the same because I was spawning so many level 2s on the last stream that it made me wonder if there's anything huge on my exteriors. Like maybe a great one, eh? Aski Ridge, Silver Ridge Peaks, Emerald Coast, Yukon Valley, Northern Lights, and Inti Suyu. Those are some amazing maps right there. No big level 4s. Imagine it ended up trolling. You know, the best thing about the level 5 wildebeest, Genospica, is that they cannot troll. Like, they are one of the few species that literally cannot troll on this game. So yeah, it was guaranteed to be diamond. But well, you know that Botch XCK, normally likes to appear randomly during some streams. So he did it this time. Now I'm just trying to figure where he died. Gonna go back to the hunting pressure to see the blood. There's a lot of stuff right here. I also need a big lion, something like a mythical. At least he'll be a pretty big goal. Yeah, you are right about that, Liam. And whoever is thinking that you can simply botch a diamond and post it as a gold for the competition, botched diamonds won't count, guys. So yeah, don't do that. Pro knows all about level 2 mule deer. I've seen like 3,000 recently. Mr. Warhawk, you are so right. So yeah, now I'm an expert on level 2 mule deer. Yeah, Genospica, for the wildebeest, there are two different racks for the level 4s that can make diamond. There's one that is the small diamond rack, which is the one we got earlier. And then there's a bigger rack that also spawns on the level 4s that is pretty much guaranteed to make diamond. And that same big rack for the level 4s is the small diamond rack for the level 5s. So yeah, they simply cannot troll. Because the small level 5 rack is guaranteed. Haven't even played Peru yet. Really, hater. Not even on console. Never played Peru. I would say you are missing out, keyboard warrior. I cannot tell you, or I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your money if you ever decide to buy another map, but yeah, I would really recommend you to get Peru if you still plan to buy another DLC. It is really good. Hello, Seriously Gaming. Welcome to stream. Hello, ProXK. I messed up my great one yesterday. A fallow deer, fable hooded with spoon rack. And there was a super next to it. Luckily I didn't mess it up on the super rare. Well, that's great. Luckily you didn't mess up the super, but I'm sorry to hear you botch the great one. Still, it sucks whenever it happens, but it can happen. And I'm pretty sure you're eventually gonna spawn another great one, so yeah, don't worry too much about that. Alright, here's the 5 we botched. Absolutely disgusting shot. It was a 38.42, a small level 5. Like, what was this? We hit it on the tail. Bro. Maybe my worst shot on a diamond, I'm not gonna lie. Number 1, ASCII Ridge. Number 2, Tiawaroa. Number 3, Medved. Number 4, Peru. Nice, Dylan. It is interesting that you decided to place Medved up there as well. But it is a great map for grinding. Speaking about checking zones, the other day I was just running around my Borjonga Savannah looking for lion zones when I found a guaranteed diamond gold 4 type male Gamespoke with a trophy score of 340 to 381. That's insane. Broke wallet. Welcome to stream, by the way. That's an insane super rare right there. Because the gold 4 type for the Gamespoke, that's pretty rare. So that's unbelievable. Congratulations. Amazing trophy. Afirca 2.0 will be in my top 3. It is probably gonna be on everyone's top 3, Baker. Because yeah, I wanna think whenever they release it, it is probably gonna be the map with the highest number of exclusive species, which will be huge. And at least for me, if it is the map with the highest number of exclusive species, that alone will be enough to place it not only in the top 3, that would probably make it top 1 for me. Ooh, Mythical Lion, alright. Mythical Lion, guys. We are looking for big goals, so that is exactly the kind of lion we want to see, apart from a troll level 9. So here we have a very good chance to get a nice submission. Hello, Alongside. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I am hoping for Ireland, Greater Kuru, and leopards on another Africa map. Same, Genospica. Yeah, leopards would be amazing as well, especially if they make him able to climb trees, you know? Alright, this lion is about to go behind that hill. He's gonna start resting, and we cannot shoot it right there. That's unfortunate. Maybe if we go back a bit, we are gonna be able to see a shoulder. Do you think Afirca 2.0 will have any repeated species? Probably, broke wallet. But I wouldn't mind some repeated species, because that would probably mean whatever repeated species they decide to add, it would come with a remaster, with a remodel. So I wouldn't mind it. You know, every single of the animals here on Borjonga Savannah really needs to be remastered. For example, the jackals. Like, just look at the jackal model. But don't look at it for too long, because your eyes are gonna hurt, you know? They are lame. Sounds like a good plan on site. Yeah, I can imagine it is hot over there. It is also hot here. Jackal models are awful. I completely agree, Genospica. They are terrible. Terribles. Same with coyotes, to be honest. Honestly, yeah, the coyotes are also pretty lame. But the craziest thing about the coyotes is that they already got a remaster at some point, you know? So they already got remastered, but they still look terrible. Guys, this lion stopped at a terrible place. Like right behind that hill. It is gonna force us to get very close to it in order to be able to shoot it, but man, I don't want to. Welcome to the stream, OMP. Nice to see you today. Don't know if anyone answered this question, because I got a nod. But what fish should I go for on Japan? Got a diamond amur catfish, feral coat in Japanese days. So those are out. I would go for diamond, what do you call it? Diamond chum salmon, Swinnick. So yeah, I would go for some chum salmon. They are a lot of fun on Japan. They aren't the easiest diamond, but they are fun to go for, that's for sure. Maybe that is how coyotes look. Terrible. You know, you're right about that, Daniel. They aren't pretty animals. The lion knows what he's doing exactly. Look, it is right there. I think we can actually shoot it here. Perfect. Gonna use a 300. And I am pretty sure that was a good hit. It was. So let's hope it scores close to 48, guys. Never mind. His top estimate was 47, so may score, I don't know, something like 47.8, which would be nice. But either way, we're still gonna submit it. Also, probably the next update will receive new rares for Whitetail. Maybe Hater? That could be cool, because before Peru, they released new rares for the fallow deer. And before that, they also released new rares for the moose and for the mule deer. So yeah, maybe they are working on new rares for other of the old deer species. For example, the whitetail. That would make sense. Mythical Cave Buffalo. Nice, Baker. That would be a good submission right there. Bro, what animals do you hunt at least in the game, you think? What animals do I hunt the least? Well, you know, everything on New England mountains. I don't hunt those as much. But for example, I really don't hunt things like fallow deer. Like I rarely ever hunt fallow deer. I rarely ever hunt like tundra bean goose or gray lag goose. Black buck. Haven't hunted black buck in a while. Cinnamon rolls. Yeah, the cinnamon rolls, the cinnamon teal, they don't exist for me. So yeah, quite a few species I barely hunt. Historic Stoic, welcome to stream. How are you doing? Grinding whitetail right now. How many zones should I end up rotating once I'm done with hair management? Love your content. So I would say as many zones as you can cover with your 1610s. Historic. It really depends on your setup. But yeah, I would try to cover as many zones as you can with the 1610s. Like, the thing you should pay more attention to is how many whitetail are you killing per hour with the zones you are currently grinding. Like, if you are killing around 50, 60 whitetail per hour with the zones you are currently hunting, that works. Where's the blood for this lion? So you bought Emerald Coast, Silver Ridge, and the Bloodhound. That's good, Silver. You're gonna have a lot of fun on those two maps, Great choices. More rare for the whitetail would be very cool, Nova. Yeah, like, I would say they need something like a mosaic, also etheristics as well, that could be cool. Talking about black buck, Parque Fernando now doesn't have any exclusive species. Yep, Parque Fernando was absolutely obliterated by all the backfields to other maps. Now there's literally no reason to go there apart from the mule deer grind on that one lake method. So this lion is a 47.57, not a huge mythical. It is gonna be an average submission, but we can't complain, guys. It works. Hot take. I think Jaguar is one of the worst great ones design-wise. One of the worst great ones talking about the design. That is really subjective. I understand why you would think that, Tekken. Personally, I'm more of a fan of the great ones that have antlers. So yeah, for me the Jaguar isn't impressive neither. And my main complaint about the Jaguars isn't necessarily the designs, because I think the fur types are cool. My main complaint is that they look like, size-wise, they are exactly the same as the regular Jaguars. So yeah, that makes them less special for me, because, for example, you have the black bear, like you can clearly tell the difference, way more chubby than the regular black bears. I think it also goes for the foxes. So yeah, that's what I would have changed about the Great One Jaguars. By the way, that Springbok right there is in max estimate, so could be good. We should have the... What weapon am I carrying that is capable of dropping a class 3 species? Maybe none. Am I carrying none? Are you kidding me? We have the recurve, that is the only one? So yeah, we have to go and change our setup in a bit. But we're gonna have to drop this Springbok using the takedown recurve bow, since none of the other weapons will be ethical. Alright, that'll work. Just next to the Gainsbog. Nice, Janospika. Hopefully big Gainsbog. That is a server right there. Frostbite. 138.36. That was a mythical Cape Buffalo, right, Baker? Medium sized. Yeah, I completely agree, they can. Yeah, I completely get what you mean by saying they look like a rare, because the model is not different. Good afternoon, Iron Worker. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Is this Springbok even there still? I wanna think it is. Let me see, it was right here. Gonna place a waypoint. So I wanna think it is behind one of those bushes. You know, his top estimate was 75. So even though it is in max estimate, it isn't impressive. Still gonna try to drop it because it is still there. By the way, guys, you know, many of you already know that I changed my microphone. But since the last time you heard it, I tweaked some settings. And supposedly now it should sound even better than it was sounding the last time. So what do you think of the mic quality? Do you think it is good? Do you think it is worse than it used to be? Was doing a guided hunt for my friend and I found him 2 level 5 wildebeest and a couple potential diamond level 4s. But I found a level 5 medium male gamesbug that's top estimate is 336. So that was a guaranteed troll level 5 gamesbug, Noah. So, well, you got him some nice trophies right there with those 2 diamond wildebeest. What microphone you got? It is a Shure MP6, Daniel. My quality is good as always. That is good to hear, Decan. I don't think so, so it sounds better. It sounds better. That is good to hear, Frostbite. Where's this little guy? It is right there, okay. Getting close to it. Absolutely, Hathor. Glad the hotspot map for the European Bison is helping you. They have a very simple home range. Essentially the entire left side of the map. It has a tiny bit of a buzzing sound, but it picks up your voice perfectly. The buzzing sound, like, do you notice if it is consistent? Like, is it always making that sound? Because it may be the PC fan. Using a Razer Series Mini. You know, that was the microphone I was using before, Daniel. So yeah, I went from the Razer Series Mini to this one. And yeah, I'm liking it. They are different though, because the Razer Series Mini, it sounds very clear, like very crisp, but it also picks up every single background noise possible. Because it is a condenser microphone, and that kind of microphones are terrible to combat background noise. Alright, the Springbok is right there. 75 top estimate. Let's hope it scores exactly 75. Where are you hunting? We're currently hunting 7 different species, because we're playing on a competition that includes 7 of the 10 species here on Borjonga Savannah, but it is a calls only competition. So we're looking for big calls. This Springbok right here is guaranteed to be called, and possibly a really decent size call. Let's see. 65.93. Bro. I was expecting a 70 plus, but yeah, this is not much bigger than a small level 4. That's terrible. I think I'm going to do a calls competition for the first time. Oh, that would be nice, Nova. It'll be great. It'll be great to see you participating on this competition, you know? The last time we did one of these competitions was, I think, a few months ago, like here on Borjonga Savannah, and it did very good. It had something like 35 participants, guys. I think it's actually my TV, really, Mr. Warhawk. Maybe. Another max estimate over there. But we actually have to go for a class 3 rifle, guys, before anything. So I'm gonna fast travel to his outpost. We're gonna equip the Frost 257. Alright. So yeah, guys, for anyone who's just joining, we are currently doing a competition on my Discord server, which, as you can see, includes Gamespok, Blue Wildebeest, Lion, K-Buffalo, Warhawk, Lesser Kuru, and Springbok. It is a goals only competition, so you have to submit goals only. Push diamonds won't count. Time to get this rifle right here. We're gonna leave the Rhino, where I'm gonna need it today. And we're gonna equip the Frost 257, which I forgot what it was. Right here. Okay. You got attacked by a lion, Genospica? So you got killed, I assume. That's funny. Okay, Frost 257, perfect to hunt Springbok. 257 polymer tip bullets, orange scope. Hello, King Crab. Nice to see you once again. I hope you are feeling better at the moment. Because I assume you are currently resting in the hospital. This place is typically very good for Springboks because normally there's one herd feeding down there. They aren't here this time. Well, there's a level 3 plus a level 4, not max estimate. There's also another level 3 right there. All of them are solos, that's interesting. There's also another level 3. Bro, I'm playing Silver Ridge and I have never seen this many animals in my life. That is the best thing about Silver Ridge Peaks, Silver. Like, the amount of animals you are gonna be able to spot on that map is higher than compared to any other reserve. Like, if you wanna find quick animals, just go to Silver Ridge Peaks. That is why it's so popular. You are currently in the hospital bed, alone. Yeah, man, I'm very glad you made it out alive of that surgery, because yeah, that was a scary surgery, and the fact you had to take it as an emergency yesterday, you know, that was scary, man. So yeah, I would say everyone is glad you are alive. You are still with us. And it is great to see you on today's stream, you know. I really hope you start feeling better soon. I really hope your recovery goes well, brother. Died actually twice. Damn. That sounds really, really scary. Haven't played Call of the Wild in like 3 years. I've had relatives and I've been making a Diorma. Hopefully I don't have Stormtrooper aim. You're probably gonna have Stormtrooper aim for at least a couple hours. No, at least if you are like me. Because normally whenever I stop playing the game, yeah, the first thing that suffers is my aim, you know? Yeah, crap, we are all gonna be praying for you. So you can make it out of this without any long-lasting consequences. Hello, Red Wonton. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I am doing very good. Enjoying Borjonga Savannah for the first time in a while. There's a jackal right here as well. It is a male. You know, the jackals aren't on this competition, but man, if I happen to come across a level 9 jackal, I mean, oh man, I'm gonna chase it like crazy. More springbok. No signs of any big level 4 though. What is the max estimate for scrub hair? Max estimate for scrub hair is 4 to 5 kilograms. There's actually max estimate springbok right here. It is probably feeding over there somewhere. I was searching lately for the diamond hair on Borjonga with no success, but I shot a lot of them. You know, the diamond scrub hair can be a really tough diamond. Keyboard warrior. Like, I believe I managed to get my first one a couple years after Borjonga Savannah was released. Where's this springbok? Maybe it is over that hill, but it should be close. That is what matters, Crab. That you are still here alive with us. We are all happy to hear. Hello, Sergio. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? I can imagine you are very excited about tomorrow's final. That'll be an amazing match. Hey, Toothless. Thank you very much for the gift. Thank you very much for the jewels. That means a lot. And also for the star. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, brother. No signs of the max estimate springbok. We're gonna continue tracking it. You found a leucistic fallow deer? Hater? Male or female? That's crazy. Bro, this guy is more in I'm seeing. Yeah, that guy just killed every single cave buffalo in the map in like 2 seconds. Unfortunately, the host is level 30, so we'll see. Alright, there's a springbok fleeing over there. Bro, would you box a kangaroo for $100? That'll be funny. You know, maybe for 1,000. Look at all the springbok right here. Alright, there's the max estimate. It is big. There are 2, but that one, 78 of estimate. Like, the estimate isn't super impressive, but the horns are, eh? That's definitely big. Just found a level 2 male wildebeest. That's a huge baby right there, Noah. You'll be fire. Yeah, I'm also really looking forward to that match, Sergio. Cannot wait. Also, today's match is gonna be interesting, like, for the 3rd place. France versus England. That'll be good. Bro has pushed a diamond wildebeest and he got a level 4 diamond wildebeest. Yeah, it's been a pretty eventful stream so far. Hey, Toothless, thank you very much for the stars. Thank you very much for the jewels. You know, I'm gonna try to set up an alert for the gifts. So, you know, it displays on the screen whenever someone sends a gift in the chat. Because, you know, I have alerts for the memberships, also for the super chats, but I haven't set one for the gifts. Can you take me hunting to kill a diamond? To kill a diamond. You know, if you join the server right here, you know, I could share, like, if I happen to find something like, I don't know, a diamond wildebeest, like, you can go ahead and kill it, but you'll have to join the session. Because yeah, I couldn't care less about the Diamond Well division. We're currently looking for big goals. $29.73. So what was that? No, but was that a jackal? It is a female. So it was a female leucistic fallow deer hater. It's still pretty cool. There's also male springbok over there. I kinda wish they would change the red brown wolf and red warhawk to atheristic. I would never change the red warhawk for atheristic. You know, I would add the atheristic warhawk additional to the red warhawk. Because currently that species only has 2 different rares, so a third one would be nice. Today I got 2 white stripeless tigers back to back. That's crazy, Sergio. So you are currently grinding tigers. You also got a Kraton fallow deer and a super piebald mule deer. Man, you killed it today. That's unbelievable. You know, you could go ahead and post the super rare mule deer on my Discord server if you haven't. So I can add it to the super rares channel. It'll be cool to have it there. Alright, the springbok are over there. The one with a top estimate of 78 is still flaying. However, the rest of the group is already nervous. We're gonna run this way. We'll see if we can intercept them. They better not go anywhere near the red warhawk. I completely agree, Mr. Warhawk. They are a super cool rare. Yeah, I really hope they don't suffer the same fate as the red willow ptarmigans, you know? Oh man, I will start talking if they ever do something to a red warhawk. Like, I will have some really serious things to say, yeah? Porhonga Savannah needs remorels, true rags, and more rares. Totally, Dylan. Yeah, especially new morels. But for example, also a new great one, or a great one. Yeah, that is something Porhonga Savannah is really lacking, because I could be wrong, but I believe Porhonga Savannah is the only map that doesn't have a single great one, which is crazy. Sounds good, Sergio. You know, hopefully one of the moderators already added it to the Super Rare channel, but if they haven't, I will do it myself after the stream. Bro, shooting with mouse is so easy. I just killed 3 fallow deer in the same zone. Yeah, shooting with mouse is way easier than shooting with controller, that's for sure. Glad you are having a good time playing on PC, hater. We already lost the red willow ptarmigan. We cannot lose another S tier rare. Right, Mr. Warhawk? Yeah, the red willow ptarmigan used to be, for a long time, my favorite rare, and what they did to them, man, I won't be able to forgive them. Yeah, King Crab, I be talking. It is fun. Scrub hairs only have one rare for some reason. I actually have a light gray. Yeah, I forgot about that rare. Alongside, but yeah, I cannot believe they don't have anything like albinos or melanistics. Plus, I believe the light gray at some point wasn't even a rare, you know? What is the diamond score for black bear? I don't remember exactly, but it was something like 27.6, something like that. 27.7. Nice, Baker. Hopefully this mythical is even bigger than the first one. Hello, Kalen. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us today. What is this competition for? Biggest diamonds? This is a calls only competition, Sergio. So it is for the biggest calls, but not counting push diamonds. That's important to mention. Gonna display the leaderboard right here. As you can see, it includes Gainsbok, Blue Wildebeest, Lion, K-Buffalo, Warhawk, Lesser Kuro, and Springbok. And as you can read in the comments, on the pinned message, if you wanna participate on this competition, make sure to go to my Discord server, make sure to go to the theHunter competition section, read the rules, and feel free to submit your best skills whenever you want. This competition will run until next Saturday, or next Friday, I believe. 22.8. Thank you for sharing, Liam. So 22.8 is the diamond score for the Black Bear. 143.11. That is a big mythical right there, Baker. Great, you could get a decent one. The Black War Buffalo was considered rare for a little bit. Man, I didn't remember that. But yeah, you are right about that. Also, the orange War Buffalo used to be just an uncommon at some point. Now they are rare. Look, level 7k Buffalo. There's also a Gainsbok running away. We are still trying to find the Springbok, which had a really promising estimate. Great one, Jaguar. Are you kidding me, Sergio? Damn, what a day you are having. Like, you got a super rare, you got like a rare, I don't remember exactly what rare. Hold up a second, these Springboks were here. I think they were walking this way. But we ended up spooking a couple. Hopefully, not a big one, because look, that is a max estimate right there. But it isn't the one we're chasing. The other one had a top estimate of 78. But yeah, Sergio, that's insane. Which 4 type did you get? Where's the big male? Alright, it is over there, guys. Look, 78 top estimate. Here we have the Frost 257. We should have it right here. Gonna 0 for 75. He is walking straight towards us. And that'll do it. Perfect. Big Springbok down. Maybe a huge gold. Maybe he'll score close to the top of the estimate. That is what we're hoping for. Tapestry. Nice. That is a nice variation, Sergio. Congratulations. What are you gonna take him down with? Which weapon do you plan to use? The Springbok is a 74.17. Alright. Not too bad. The diamond score is 78.55. So yeah, that is a really big goal right there. Can't complain, guys. We're definitely gonna submit this one. So far we've gotten a fairly big mythical lion, plus a really big Springbok. That'll make for 2 different submissions. We still need to get a big wildebeest though. Yeah, Sergio, I would say that's what is happening. You are absolutely wasting all the Spanish luck for tomorrow's game. But don't worry. Don't worry. You may not need it. Bro, did you see Lady Legend Super Bronhorn? I didn't see it, Liam, but that is really cool. Super Bronhorn. What was it? A Bible? By the way, guys, for anyone who doesn't know or who hasn't heard just yet, today we're gonna be playing on Chopper's stream. We're gonna be hanging with Chopper, with Lady Legend, also I think the Hunt Professor, Donnells, maybe JB's. So yeah, it's gonna be a really fun stream tonight on Chopper's channel. I believe it starts at 8 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, it is gonna be fun to see you there, guys. Alright, so apparently we're just entering the Warhawk territory right here. But there's also some wildebeest over there. There's also a jackal far away. Just a female. Bible level 4 diamond. That's crazy, Daniel. That is a crazy super rare lady god. We are currently trying to spot a big level 4 Warhawk, something like in max estimate. But, you know, the lesser Kuro is also one of the participating species, so a big level 4 lesser Kuro could be neat. Oh, talking about the devil, right there, max estimate Warhawk. But I don't think it has the big tusks, eh? I think it is small. Let's see. That might have been a good hit. Maybe. He went down fairly quickly. Did my first submission. Damn, King Crab. How are you able to play from your bed on the hospital? Alright, so the Cave Buffalo drink time is just finishing right now. So I think after claiming this Warhawk, we're gonna go to a different server. And we're gonna go for Cave Buffaloes this time. Hopefully we'll manage to find something like a big mythical, that would be sick. This Warhawk, are we gonna be able to claim it? Alright, so our connection is being inconsistent, but we managed to claim it. And it is a 51.85. That is a really small max estimate, unfortunately. Yeah, really small max estimate. We're hoping for something quite bigger, but it is a good start. So now, as I was saying, we're gonna go to a different session, and we're gonna go for some Cave Buffaloes. Sounds good, Frostbite. Hello, Julie. Thank you for joining us today. How are you? I'm absolutely thrilled to see a video of a honey in Africa. What have you gotten so far? So, alright, we're gonna... There are a few servers open, but only this one is running at the Cave Buffalo drink time, so let's join it. Level 9 legendary Cave Buffalo just attacked me. That's insane, Baker. And it trolled. Damn. Damn. Well, that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be an amazing submission right there, Baker. So your wife got you your PlayStation and there's a tiny TV on the hospital? Well, that's nice, King Crab. It is nice that you'll be able to play some of the Hunter from there. That'll help you feel better, hopefully. 149.14. That's definitely winning, though. Yeah, that'll be great. Great for the competition, Baker. This stream will be a lot of fun. A bunch of cool creators, right, Hater? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. You know, I believe we're gonna be going to Cuatro Colinas, and we're just gonna be like hunting around, seeing if we can find some diamonds or rares. You know, I'm hoping I'll be able to get something of Chopper's map, because the last time we played together, he managed to get a diamond Mouflon on my single player map. So yeah, I need my revenge. by finding something on his. That is right, Evan. Gonna be playing Call of the Wild with them. And the stream is gonna happen on Chopper's channel tonight. So, as I was saying, our plan on this server is to hunt some Cape Buffalo while they are drinking. So we're gonna go to this part of the coast. This part of the coast over here, the northern part of the map, it is by far the best spot to find buffaloes, guys. Unfortunately not, Julie. You know, I would love to get an albino lion, even if it is a female, but yeah, we'll have to get very, very lucky to find one today. Who knows though? You never know what's gonna happen. Eastern Spanish ibex. So yeah, I remember that stream and damn, I need to find something. By the way, guys, are you having any trouble with the stream at the moment? Any connection issues maybe? Because I'm noticing my OBS is throwing an alert that the connection is unstable at the moment. So not sure if it is also unstable for you or if it just happens for a bit. Just let me know in the comments. Max weight estimate track European bison. Nice, hater. Imagine it leads you to a level 5. Can you still submit a call for the competition if it is pushed? Like if I had a mythical cape but I shot it in the stomach? So I think the rules say, like, you would have to read the rules. But, you know, as far as I remember, maybe it was only push diamonds that don't count. But maybe I also wrote a rule that still lagging for me. So yeah, gonna try to do something right here. You know, that may fix it. Give me a second, guys. Gonna put this be right back screen. And yeah, we'll be back in a bit. Just gonna fix my internet so the stream doesn't lag anymore. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. Alright, we should be back now. You know, that was a bit of a internet problem in my part. But now we should be back. And hopefully that'll fix it. So, has anyone else gotten a rare lion? And would they be willing to share which pawns are best for grinding for a rare? So Julie, there's a lake in particular that is really, really great for lions. Which is this one right here. By far the best spot to grind for lions on the entire game. There are normally at least like 4 lions on this lake. So yeah, if you wanna focus on only one lake, which is something I wouldn't recommend you, definitely focus on this one. Hello, Aiden. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us today. What is max for Jackal? The max estimate? 12 to 14 kilograms. Nova. That is the max weight estimate, but the max score is something like 31. Getting close to the coast. Gonna check this spot right here. Hello, Timmy. How are you doing? What are you hunting today? We are currently hunting for goals here on Borjonga Savannah. For these 7 species. Because we are currently doing a competition that is running on my Discord server. As you can see, it includes gamespok, wildebeest, lion, K-buffalo, warhog, lesser kuro, and springbok. So we're focusing on getting big calls for those 7 species. We already got a really big call springbok. It scored something like 74 point something. Also got a mythical lion, also a diamond wildebeest earlier, plus we pushed another diamond wildebeest. So yeah, it's been a really eventful stream so far. Spent 2 days just finding all the zones for the lions. Then I spent 4 more shooting crocodiles to get enough money for tents and tripod stands. You know, if you wanna set up an entire lion grind, Julie, like in that case, I would recommend you to actually try to cover as many lakes as possible with the 16 tents. Because yeah, of course you can focus only on the lake I shown you, but like you can still focus on the rest. So yeah, maybe play something like 2 or 3 tents on that big lake and place the rest on the other lakes. I would say that is a good strategy. Great to hear you are doing good, Timmy. Just got home after work plus the gym. Having a chill afternoon by myself. That is great to hear. Yeah, it would be fantastic if you join this competition. It's actually been a while since the last time you joined one. It would be great to have you here, brother. Some buffalo. We're looking for a mythical buffalo this time. There was a max weight estimate track over there. So wherever that buffalo is probably down here. Alright, couple level 6. There's a bunch of females, nothing remarkable. I just shot a blonde looking bison 2 times and he's running somewhere. So if there is a blonde looking bison, that means there is probably leucistic shieldbear, which is a rare. Look at this spot right here. Like, animals always get stuck on this spot. They always get frozen for some reason. It is funny. So yeah, Chilbert, that is a rare bison right there, leucistic. So yeah, apparently you just found your first rare while playing this game, which is very cool, even if you botched it. I accidentally ruined that lake. My zones disappeared. Well, don't worry too much about it, surely, because lions are gonna continue respawning on that lake eventually. You can just go ahead and shoot some lions on your lakes, and yeah, eventually they are gonna continue respawning on that lake. If I shot him 2 times with the Sarsa, do you think he'll die? With the Sarsa 308? Well, it depends on where you hit it. Like if you hit it on the lung, at least 1 time he's definitely gonna die. But if you hit him, I don't know, on the butt and you didn't hit a single organ, then he's most likely gonna survive. Chilver, you may have to get a 3rd shot on him. So the max estimate we found earlier is just a level 7, unfortunately. Now this buffalo is attacking us, just a level 7 as well. Perfect. There is an odd looking common, I believe. Odd looking common for the Cape Buffalo, Mr. Rahog. Or what are you talking about? Or for the Plains Bison? Yeah, might have been a light brown as well. That you are right. Yeah, you know, I wanna think it was leucistic Chilber, but as Mr. Warhog is saying, maybe it's one of those odd-looking commons that look very light. Hopefully not, though. I think after hunting this part of the coast, we're gonna head over down here because this spot is also really good for warhogs. So yeah, we're gonna go there and we'll see if we can spot a Maximid warhog. Nice, Silver. Nice to hear you killed it. Let's see if it is in fact a leucistic. That would be neat. Light gray. Damn. So yeah, it was in fact the odd-looking common Mr. Warhol was talking about. Unfortunately. Damn. Well, at least you can say you didn't botch a rare. Because the leucistic is also really light looking. Like really gray looking, but it also has a bit of pink. Or, well, I guess it isn't pink, but it's like... Yeah, it's a bit pinkish. A bit bluish. That's a shame indeed. I am surprised there's not a single buffalo on this part of the coast. Welcome back, hater. Nice to see you're back. So there's a warhog over there. Gonna take a look at the track just to make sure it isn't big. I think you should go for some warhog, Mr. Warhog. Don't you think? Never a bad day to go hunt some warhog, as we're doing at the moment. So, is there anything right here? There's nothing visible. But we know there's a male over here because of the warning call. You absolutely have to have the biggest warhog on the competition, Mr. Warhog. It has to be troll. Or otherwise, like, you won't deserve to be called Mr. Warhog. No, you're actually Mr. Warhog forever. Female lion took me out 2 times. Damn, Daniel. The lions are scary, like, they just attack you out of nowhere and they kill you in 1 hit. Can you imagine if the pumas were also able to kill you in 1 hit? Man, they would be by far the most dangerous animal on the entire game. No signs of any warhogs. Alright, let's continue chasing some buffaloes right here. Are you on a PlayStation 5? No, Dushan, I am playing on PC. Welcome to the stream, by the way, nice to see you. Even inside the hunting structure they hit you, that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know they were able to hit you inside hunting structures. That's pretty scary, Daniel. What is that? Bro. There is a a road made of emeralds. Right, the emeralds from Minecraft. Imagine the lions were aggressive like the tigers. Can you imagine? If they could stalk you like the tigers and the pumas do? And the jaguars, I mean? Can you imagine how insanely dangerous they would be? It would be fun, I would say. So, I believe the buffalo drink time is already over, which is unfortunate. But now we can go and hunt some warhogs down here. We're gonna go to this place. No, actually, I'm gonna check this place first. It is also decent. Lions need to be more aggressive and should have pride. Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, the lions definitely should have pride. That would be fun. Like, you know, I wanna think they are gonna implement something like that whenever they make a Great One Lion. Yeah, because grinding lions, if they have price, that would be very different. Very, very different to how it is now. Easier in my opinion. What's up with the green roads? Man, I remember this bug now. Like, I'm not sure of how long it's been there, but yeah, that is terrible. Oh, yeah, you watched that video, Tekken. So yeah, like, I saw they were, or I think it was Flinner who had a session open. Or not sure if it was Flinner or Scarecrow, but yeah, I decided to join because I thought it was only Flinner, but then I realized they were recording a collab. So yeah, just stay there. But that was a nice session to be in for sure. Like both Flinner and Scarecrow on the same session, that's very, very rare. There's a Lizard Kuru. Any tips on your potential collab? I don't know what's up with the music, but thank you very much to anyone who subscribed to the channel right there. Yeah, I need to fix that because the music sounded double. So I need to do something right here. Give me a second, guys. Any tips on your potential collab? What do you mean, tips, Mr. Rahok? Like, do you want a clue? Because I remember I might have mentioned something on my last stream. So yeah, like right now I cannot give any hints, but you know, it should happen. Like there should be a very, very special collab happening in a matter of weeks, in a matter of a couple of weeks. Which, in case it actually happens, you'll be by far the most special, or possibly the best video I've ever done, or the biggest video I've ever had on my channel, you know? So yeah, but I don't want to confirm anything just yet. Still a bit too early. But it's looking very good. That's what I can say. Alright, that should fix. That should have fixed the alert thing. Now whenever there's an alert, the music should sound as it should. Yeah, I was just lurking in the session, Daniel. Just getting to experience a collab happening in real time in between two giants. Right, wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be cool? More buffaloes. No big ones though. Could you hunt another map before ending the stream? Maybe, keyboard warrior. You know, maybe. But right now our priority is to get some submissions for this competition, so I'm not gonna promise anything. Hello, Luck. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Just finished work. Nice. I hope you have a chill rest of your day. I think we're gonna go close to this lake right here. There's hunting pressure right there though, but it doesn't really matter much because we're looking for goals and it is unlikely people pay attention to the goals. Right, hater? Yeah, all those big rares on a single live stream, that'll be fire. Hello, Helmer. How are you doing? Welcome to another stream. Happy to see you. There was an aggressive buffalo attacking us. But yeah, tonight's stream. Yeah, I would say, because I've already done other similar collabs, especially on the Angler in the past. But I think it'll be my biggest collab, talking about the number of people so far. Well, there was one a few years ago where there was also Lady Legend and other streamers. I think it was Lagnarok playthrough. That was a few years ago, but no one remembers it. So yeah, it'll be my biggest recent collab when it comes to the number of people. Big buffaloes anywhere? No big buffaloes. Sounds great, Helmer. Thank you for joining us either way. No one remembers it. Yeah, that was a really old collab. Mr. Warhawk, I think it was on Silverish Peaks and it was sort of a competition. We did a series of different challenges. And that was, I believe, my first ever collab. Like with anybody. And yeah, after that, you know, I had some other collabs, none of them on my main channel though. You know, I collabed with Scarecrow and Brobrafrad at some point on the Angler during their Tackle Tuesdays. Because I used to participate on their Tackle Tuesdays, but I wasn't streaming them myself. That was on their channels. So yeah, this one is gonna be similar. But the other one I was talking about, which will probably happen in a couple of weeks if everything goes well, that'll be on my main channel. And yeah, that'll be by far the most important collab I've ever done. Like, it would quite literally be big. My membership is gone. No. Well, that sucks, Helmer. Thank you for supporting the channel as long as you did, though. And it is nice to see you here. Me trying to spot a level 3 Eurasian Wiyon right here, even though we don't really need him. That one right there was an involuntary collab hater. An involuntary and imaginary collab right there. Yeah, because initially I thought Fleener was just recording because yeah, it wouldn't have been the first time I found him on multiplayer. Like I've come across him. I think I've come across him like 4 or 5 times while playing on multiplayer. So yeah, I thought maybe it was just one of those times, but yeah, Scarecrow was also there. So that was funny. The fact I made it into the video accidentally. Right on side. Yeah, like the Eurasian Wiyon don't really make any sense here in Africa. Like, sure, maybe it is possible to find them there in real life, but there are another 100 species that they could have added before them. They just added them for the sake of having a dog here, and I think it was a really poor decision. Sounds good, Helmer. Go take a shower. So what is over here? There's nothing. My map looks so strange at the moment. Because you may remember, I restarted my game last year. So that is why I don't have every single of the watchtowers unlocked here on Borjonga Savannah. Because I didn't take the time to unlock them all after restarting my game. Some Warhogs. Okay, Mr. Warhog. Wish me some luck right here. There has to be a huge level 4. There's a level 4, but not huge. I am asking for an actual huge level 4 max estimate. They are all tiny. Bro. They only added Eurasian Wiyon because the New England Mountains updated with all species being present in our maps. Oh yeah, so they added that New England Mountains update, and yeah, they updated a bunch of maps with all species. They did a bunch of backfills. So I really don't know why Eurasian Wiyon sounded like a good idea for Borjonga Savannah. They should have just left them out. I predict tiny Warhogs. Alright, so I see what you are doing, Mr. Warhog. I see what you are doing right there. Yeah, you are very right. You jinxed one of the diamonds the last stream by saying it was gonna be a diamond. So yeah, now you are saying it is gonna... We're only gonna see small Warhogs so we can finally spot a big one. Thank you for that. Got the Jaguar with the bow. Nice, Sergio. Congratulations, that is a really cool variation you got there, the tapestry. I also want to unlock the outpost that is around this area because this part of the map is fantastic for Cape Buffalo and Warhawk as well. I am surprised we haven't been able to spot a single Kuro though, because this part of the map also has lesser Kuro. Thank you, Sergio. Yeah, hopefully we can find something cool right here. That would be neat. Maybe we can go grind some mule deer for a bit. Some mule deer to Parque Fernando. I would just need to change the thumbnail and the title for the stream. So yeah, we can go maybe kill some mule deer and maybe spawn a great one. I don't think it's gonna happen, but that would be neat. Imagine seeing a Halo Warhawk. Do you mean a Halo Warhawk in real life? Oh no, here. Yeah, imagine seeing a Halo Warhawk right here and being able to ride it on site. I mean, that thing would definitely be able to dominate Borjonga Savannah. Like, can you imagine being able to ride a Halo Warhawk and being able to shoot Warhawks using the turret? Wouldn't that be fun? Come on, Wiggins. If you're gonna show up, at least show up with something nice. Not with a bunch of level 1s. Okay, finally some buffaloes, but again, they are all tiny. That would be nice, right? Like, look, I would park the Warhawk right here, and I would get on the turret, and I would just pop all those Warhawks like popcorn, plus those buffaloes as well. I am excited about the new Halo game. I think it's coming out next week. I haven't played Halo in years. Some Kuro, that is a female. Hold up, where's the male? That is also a female. The male is right there, level 3. No level 4s right here, unfortunately. So, I think we're gonna go hunt some lions now. We didn't have any luck with the Warhawks nor the Cape Buffaloes, but as you can see, this lake is pretty much untouched, and we know it is fantastic for the lions. Currently, the lions are drinking, so I think it's time to go back there. Life is been so good recently, it scares me a little. Yeah, I mean, your luck today on the Hunter has been absolutely insane, Sergio. Yeah, kind of scary luck right there. Because how many trophies have you gotten today? You know, I know you got a super rare and a great one, but you got a bunch more. Welcome back, hater. Now we're gonna go back for some lions. This time we're gonna check this lake, which we know is by far the best one to hunt them. Huge level 4 bison, nice. What is the estimate, hater? 121 minimum. That is a big one. I assume it goes above 130. Talking about the top estimate. That is great to hear, Sergio. No, happy to hear you've been doing good. Goes up to 132. That is a big one. It's promising, hater. I think they can make it a level 4. A super and a great one in the same day is crazy, right? Yeah, Sergio has been insanely lucky today. Diamond is 127.62, I think. Something like that, yeah. So in theory, that level 4 you just spotted should have a chance. 2 white stripeless tigers back to back. A cool 50-50 axis rack. 2 great ones and the super rare. Yeah, that is an unbelievable day, Sergio. That is some insane luck right there. And thank you very much. Yeah, I've been also doing pretty decent, Sergio. Getting close to his lake. It's been a really slow hunt so far, guys. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I think the next competition we'll do for this game, I think we're gonna do it on Silver Ridge Peaks. Something like a mega gold competition on Silver Ridge Peaks. I think that could be a lot of fun as well. Because a lot of people love playing on that map. And I think it could be a really popular competition. No big widgeons. Yeah, absolutely, Sergio. We need to really appreciate the good moments. Because it isn't always like that for sure. Some Gamesbug. I am surprised we still haven't managed to spot a level 4 female Gamesbug today. But this area is full of them, so we'll see. Oh yeah, the melanistic black rose Mr. Warhawk got the other day, that was insane. Which competitions get the most participants? It is normally the goals only competition, Mr. Warhawk. Because it is easier to participate on those, so for sure. But, for example, the best performing competition so far was, I believe, the one we did for Peru recently, shortly after the release. Like, that one had more than 40 participants. Hello, Red Yoshi. Welcome to the stream. Anything good today? We got a diamond wildebeest earlier. Plus, we bought another diamond wildebeest. So yeah, we could have had 2 diamond wildebeest, but our priority today is to find big goals for the competition we're doing. So yeah, we've also managed to find some big goals, especially a 74 scoring springbok, which is really big, really close to diamond. Currently, I'm looking for some lions and gamespok right here. Level 5 bison hater. Damn. That's kinda crazy. What did the level 4 score, by the way? Not sure if you already killed it. Hey, thank you, Chopper. Great to see you today. Really looking forward for tonight's stream. That's gonna be a lot of fun. You know, a lot of people here are already looking forward to that stream as well. So yeah, man, I cannot wait. Was going to try to kill the level 4 and then I spot the level 5. That's some luck right there, hater. Some PC luck. I told you I was gonna send you some PC luck, and there you have it. Alright, mythical lion, guys. There's a mythical lion. You know, his top estimate goes... Yeah, his top estimate is 49. That's even better than the last mythical we found. So that could be an even better submission. Hopefully this one will score above 48. Couple of females, 3 different females, 4 different females. Damn, lots of females. But this mythical, this one is nice. Gonna shoot him right here. Should be good. It was. First PC diamond. Nice, hater. Congratulations. Now you can stop playing on Hirschfelden. Yeah. You got your first diamond on Hirschfelden. So you completed the mission right there. That's amazing. Also gonna shoot that one because why not? Beautiful hardshot. Just had the funniest thing happen. Shot a pair and was tracking it, then found another one in front of me, not moving, that was alive, and shot it instead. So you found a frozen bear, chill bear. Well, that's kinda cool. Right now you need money. So yeah, finding frozen animals will be helpful for sure. Chopper's stream will absolutely be banger, hater. It'll be a lot of fun. Just got trolled by a level 3 tough dog. Damn. Those are rare. Yeah, those are really rare trolls right there, Swinnig. Very unlucky. You are talking about the level 5 bison, hater? You think is the one with the big horns? Well, that's promising right there. Hold up a second. Are we about to get attacked by a lion? Damn, it sounded like that female was going aggressive. I went directly towards the war because, yeah, I don't want to get killed by a lion right before claiming the mythical. 44.18, this is a level 6. What about those gamespok? 2 level 2s. We need a level 4, a female level 4. Getting trolled by GoldenEye is insane, Mr. Warhawk. I mean, getting trolled by any dog is pretty crazy. I think I've been trolled by a Cinnamon Teal and also by a Mallard at some point. So yeah, whenever I get one of those, I really feel unlucky because, yeah, it's a really low probability. But I would say my craziest troll so far was a Troll Capercaillie that I happened to get on Mel's gaming server. So guys, what would you say was the most painful troll you have ever gotten? Like, I wonder how many of you here have gotten, I don't know, something like a super troll. Alright, let's see a score of this mythical lion. I am really hoping he'll score above 48. What happened to the main? Damn, he looks really weird for some reason. It is a 47.11, even smaller than the first one, surprisingly. Yeah, quite smaller than the first one, even though the estimate was quite more promising. So that isn't great. I was expecting more. Now we're gonna go check this other lake, which is normally also decent. I've had a Troll Mallard too. Troll Mallards are crazy. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had a Troll GoldenEye nor a Troll Tough Dog. Maybe Eurasian Teal at some point. But I wanna think those are also very, very rare. Okay, so your worst rare was a guaranteed Troll Super Troll Albino Rocky Mananel. That's insane. Well, at least it was guaranteed. Because there's nothing more painful than finding what you think is gonna make it, what you think is gonna be super rare, and then having it troll. Like, I've had it happen twice while playing this game, and yeah, that's painful. But knowing it's gonna troll beforehand, you know, I wouldn't say that isn't as bad, although it's still terrible for sure. Super Troll Melanistic Reindeer was only like 10 off. Damn. So yeah, only 10 points of diamond. That's definitely a true troll right there. Because for example, I also got a Super Troll Reindeer. It was a piebald, but that one was like 40 points off. So I wouldn't consider it a Super Troll. Like, that thing was way closer to be just a regular level 4 than a diamond. You killed them with a takedown recurve. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, hater. Hopefully there's a huge diamond right there. Super Troll Mela Caribou, but it was almost guaranteed. Nice. Almost guaranteed. I mean, that is a really cool trophy right there. Even if it was a Super Troll. But yeah, almost guaranteed. That's painful, Sergio. Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of people like have gotten Super Troll Caribou or Reindeer, which is expected. But I remember one person that also got, I think it was an albino reindeer, and then it ended up scoring only like 1 point away from diamond. Like, I was like, yeah, that's unlucky. Like, I would understand if you decide to take a 3-month break after this one, honestly. Yeah, Reindeer and Caribou are just evil. Personally, the worst Super Troll I've gotten so far was a Super Troll Bible Roosevelt Elk. Because I thought it was gonna make it. Like, the estimate was nice, the antlers were the kind of antlers that usually make diamond, although I knew he had a chance of trolling, but it was unlikely. And I guess at that point I didn't know the Bibles always scored, I think, at the bottom or top of the estimate. Or they didn't score at the bottom or top of the estimate, so I thought he was gonna make it, and it ended up trolling me, yeah, by like 8 points, something like that. And then I also found a super troll piebald moose, but that one was pretty much a guaranteed troll. Had a top estimate to 274, I believe. Yeah, absolutely, Mr. Warhawk. The ones you truly believe are gonna make it are the ones that really hurt. No big lions on this lake. Gonna check this one now. Never happened to me, fortunately. You are lucky it never happened to you, Sergio, because it really sucks whenever it happens. It can be really painful to expect a super rare and getting trolled at the end. Damn, that guy got a diamond lion rider, Comandante. It was right here. Look at the logs. 1000 score. I'm jealous. Hello, Ultimate Hunter game. How are you doing? Nice to see you on today's stream. Five medium lion. Yeah, that super troll moose was 274 max. And the diamond score is what, 274.99, something like that. So he had a 1% chance of making it. Same, Sergio. I also saw a super troll melanistic route. I think it was this guy called Happy on my Discord server that got it. So yeah, that's definitely one of the worst super trolls I've ever seen posted. Because man, melanistic black rose, that's insanely rare on its own. But super troll melanistic, can't believe it. Great to hear you are doing good. Ultimate hunting game. I'm also doing good. Just been having some fun here on this stream today, killing some stuff here on Borjonga Savannah. We have found 2 diamonds so far, 2 diamond wildebeest, but we pushed 1. When do you think the new great one will be released? And what do you think it will be? So assuming they are gonna do the same they did the last time, I would expect the next great one to be released in between this map and the next one. So maybe around September, Orico. Maybe around September, something like that. And as for what I think it'll be, I think it'll be an elk. I think it'll be an elk species. Maybe a Roosevelt elk. That could be cool. But what are you hoping it'll be? Like, if you could choose a species for the next great one, what would you choose? Also, a super troll red ptarmigan before they turn the etheristic. That's insane, Sergio. I don't think I've ever said that one, but super troll red ptarmigan, that's unbelievable. If that happened to me, I would have quit the game. I'm not gonna lie. Same, Mr. Warhawk. Yeah, if they decide to start releasing great ones in between maps consistently, I would say that would make a huge difference. Especially for how often people return to a game, because normally in between map releases, we know there's usually a huge dip when it comes to the current players. So yeah, that adding a great one in between releases, I would say that could reduce that dip, which would be quite beneficial for us content creators. I would just cry. Damn. Yeah, Mr. Rahok, honestly, I'm reading at the comment this guy posted on the server. He found another level 9 lion. But yeah, like if I happen to get a super troll melanistic rouse, I'll just be in shock and then close the game and probably uninstall it rather. Any type of elk. Yeah, any type of elk would be nice. They could even make the same grade one for all 3 elk species. So you would be able to grind for either Maniroban elk or Rocky Mountain elk or Roosevelt elk and still be able to spawn the same grade one. That is an option. Do you hunt in real life, bro? Not at the moment, Silver. I would love to hunt in real life in the future though. But unfortunately here in Mexico there are barely any opportunities to hunt. So yeah, you would have to be in the US at some point. Nothing remarkable on this lake. But Comandante found 2 different level 9 lions, which is pretty insane. And well, we could go maybe check this area for some warhogs. Just take a look around the outpost. By the way, guys, is any of you gonna watch the match between France and England? Because they are gonna play in like 40 minutes. So even though it's gonna be a match for the 3rd place, I think it'll be interesting. You only fish in real life? Well, that's very cool, Silver. That's very cool. Yeah, I also want to start fishing more in real life. That would be amazing. Hello, Francesco. Welcome to the stream. A la Madrid. I'm more of a Barcelona fan, I'm not gonna lie. Francesco. Mbappe is gonna farm goals. Maybe. Maybe, not sure of how motivated he'll be after being eliminated already. Not to bother about the result, but it could be a good game. Yeah, it is gonna be entertaining, Mr. Warhawk, but yeah, it is completely irrelevant. They could make it way more interesting if, for example, the winner of the 3rd place match would instantly qualify to the next World Cup. That would make it more interesting. Those are the 2 teams you wanted in the finals. Silver. Well, I guess you'll still get to see them play against each other, just not in the way you want it. I know they don't have rares, but imagine a Super Troll Haggis. Can you imagine that, Hater? Super Troll Haggis, that would be devastating. Oh my god. Supposedly, maybe they have rares. Maybe, we don't know. Welcome back, Frostbite. You haven't missed much. No diamonds, or no new diamonds since the wildebeest. So yeah, it's been a really chill stream so far. Not even big goals. Well, I appreciate that, Orico. Glad you enjoy the streams that much. Are you telling me there are only female warhogs on that? Hold up a second, that one is weird. Hold up, is that a red? Or is that a red-brown or whatever it is called? I think it's just a red-brown, but damn, it looks weird. Yeah, it's just a red-brown. We got trolled right there for a second, guys. Like for a second, I really thought it was a red, you know? But damn. Give it about 5 years and someone out there will get a legit super haggis, imagine. Yeah, if they actually have any rares, I wonder what kind of rares they have. Because you may remember, there was an albino posted which supposedly was modded. I really think it was modded. But, you know, even if it was modded, maybe it is a real fur type. They just managed to spawn it in. Thank you, Frostbite. Means a lot to hear you say that. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Are you going for Atlantic salmon or lake trout if you still stream the angler? I mean, we could go back for Atlantic salmon or for lake trout once again, Silver. But I think if I stream the angler, this time we're gonna target a different species. You know, I wanna go for some easy diamonds this time. For example, we could go for some borbot on that insane location that produces a lot of diamonds. So yeah, we could go for borbot or maybe some cutthroat trout or brook trout. So yeah, I think we're gonna do something different on the next The Angler stream. Although, you know, I don't wanna say I'm definitely gonna stream The Angler because I still have some things to do, and I'm also gonna be streaming with Chopper tonight on his channel. But definitely tomorrow, you know. Tomorrow we're definitely gonna stream The Angler. Yeah, Mr. Warhawk, a lot of people were having a blast during the last The Angler stream, that's for sure. Hello, Brian. How are you doing, man? Nice to see you today. Some Warhawks. Alright, max estimate Warhawk, guys. Right there. We're looking for gold, so that max estimate is exactly what we wanted to see. 56 top estimate. I believe those are the small diamond tusks, which is exactly what you want to see on a level 4. So that is something we are definitely gonna kill right here. Sounds great, Silver. It'll be nice to see you there. I'll have to grind for haggis at some point for getting my diamond. Can you imagine having to grind for haggis? Man, you'll be slow. Like, you'll have to kill at least 100 haggis before getting a diamond if you are unlucky, I would say. So yeah, that'll take, like, assuming you get something like, I don't know, 1 haggis a week, which I would say is realistic. Yeah, that'll take you a couple years. Alright, let's kill this Warhawk right here. Very easy kill. Was that a good hit? I think it was. He's down. I don't even have a red Warhawk. I genuinely am a fraud. Red Warhawks are very rare, Mr. Warhawk, but I'm surprised. Yeah, I am surprised you don't have a red Warhawk. You know, I'm not gonna say you are a fraud, but yeah, you do need one at some point. Or otherwise, yeah, I will agree with you. You'll have to change your name. I'll get 1 haggis every day. Well, in that case, it'll take you just a few months. Hater. I wanna see how you do it though. Probably using some alternative methods. Alright, here we have this level 4. It is a 53.09. Still small. Yeah, I mean, it is bigger than the first max estimate, but still not nearly as big as I was hoping. Alright. Gonna take a picture of my latest harvest right here. Nah, bro, hear me out. Gotta go for Diamond Carp Soccer next stream. Diamond Carp Soccer. We're gonna find a Diamond Carp Soccer after going for them for 10 streams straight. That's how it would go. Just got off the river from fishing. Caught 2 fish, a bass and a channel catfish. Nice, Brian. Very, very nice. That it sounds like you had a lot of fun right there. I already have some ideas. Might we kite if it works? That's intriguing, hater. You know, I'm wondering what you are planning with the haggis. Because I mean, to me, grinding the haggis, or at least the way you would grind other species, it sounds impossible. Like, you'd have to be constantly exploring the top half of your reserve over and over. Just finding them every time they spawn. So that takes some time. Imagine someone did a no-ending stream until the carp sucker spawned. That would be legendary but miserable. That would be a 2-week stream, most likely, Chilver. Yeah, that would be entertaining to watch. Whereas the streamer, that would be miserable for sure. Bro, what would you rather? Do a fox grind on Hirschfelden or grind black bears on New England mountains? So fox grind on Hirschfelden, you know, it sounds terrible. And it is terrible. But I think I'll choose it over black bears on New England mountains simply because I'm still missing a great one fox, you know? So yeah, maybe worse than grinding black bears. But it would give me a chance to spawn my first great one fox, so I'll choose the grind for the fox. Yeah, Mr. Warhawk, like, there were some people that actually managed to find a way to grind the snow leopards, even before the feeders. So yeah, seeing that, it wouldn't be surprising if people actually found a way to grind for the haggis. But yeah, the haggis is a completely different animal. It's quite harder than the snow leopard still. It's like 90 degrees out there, so it was scorching hot. Yeah, that is a hot day, Brian. That is a hot day. I still bet it was fun to go and catch some fish. Okay, lesser Koro Rider, tiny level 2. Some buffalo. We still haven't seen a single mythical buffalo today, which is pretty strange. I wonder if the haggis has any rares, to be honest. We don't know on site. You know, I wanna think they do, maybe. Something insanely rare. But yeah, of course, we aren't gonna be able to confirm it until we see some proof. And so far, the only proof we have of maybe albino being a thing was a picture of a moated albino haggis. So yeah, we don't know. With haggis, it is impossible to grind. Basically like a snow leopard because there's only one per map. Pretty much. Hater. Yeah, pretty much impossible to grind, that's for sure. What are today's hunt stats, bros? So today we managed to get 1 diamond, Daniel. Diamond level 4 wildebeest. And we also pushed another diamond, which was a level 5. So yeah, we got a diamond and we pushed another diamond. Both wildebeest. And apart from that, we've been focusing on finding big calls. And we managed to find a really big call springbok. 74. Yeah, I think it was 74 point something. And also a couple of mythical lions, which will make great submissions for the competition. Maybe they have indeed. Hater. Level 9. Ooh, it is a troll. Alright guys, level 9 key buffalo. And I'm pretty sure it is a guaranteed troll. That's perfect. We're gonna shoot it right here using the Sarsa 300. I know it is a troll because it has the very small level 9 horns. Like, not even the horns that have a chance of trolling. These ones are guaranteed to troll. Damn, he never gave us a chance. Come on, brother. Yo, bro, what is harder to get? Your average grade 1 or a Diamond River Carb Soccer? Oh, that's a good comparison, Chilber. You know, for a lot of people, the River Carb Soccer has been harder than getting a grade 1, eh? Because it takes thousands to spawn. And honestly, catching Carb Soccer is slower than killing animals, in most cases. So yeah, guys, this guaranteed troll will be great for the competition. It is gonna be a nice submission. And by the way, if you wanna join the competition, just make sure to go to my Discord server. You will see the link is pinned in the comment section. Just go to my Discord, go to the theHunter competition section, read the rules, and you'll see it is very easy to participate. This guy is right here, still not giving us a chance. Some Kuru. Level 1. Alright, where's the 9? It is down there. Perfect. Roughly 150 meters out. Very simple shot. That should do it. I'm pretty sure the first shot was good. Was it? Maybe it wasn't. Are you kidding me? No. I think we botched it. Did we actually hit it the second time? But damn, I can't believe the first shot wasn't good right there. So let's see the blood. You know, apparently the second shot actually hit him. So if the second shot actually hit him, that means we would not be able to submit this Cape Buffalo because we aren't gonna count botched calls. So let's take a look at the blood right here. What happened? Yeah, we actually hit him 2 times. We are cooked. Yeah, the second shot was way too far back. But the first shot looked good, I'm not gonna lie. I wonder why it didn't penetrate because, yeah, we know the Cape Buffaloes are a bit tanky. And sometimes there's this bug where the bullet doesn't penetrate. So maybe that's what happened, because when it comes to a shot placement, it felt good. You know, I really don't feel it was too off. My aim is trolling, yeah. Yeah, Chilber, my aim has been pretty poor today. Oh, especially with the shot on that wildebeest at the start. That one was miserable. Easy shot. Yeah, the last words before disaster. Yeah, I'm gonna stop saying easy shot, because I'm just jinxing myself. I'm just gonna say, oh my god, what an impossible shot we're about to make right here. And then, oh, it was good. But then, Troll Buffalo. Botchinate Troll Buffalo. I would have never thought I would be mad at Botchinate Troll Buffalo, but yeah, on this competition, that's something to be mad about. 129.06, nice, Hater. So that was the level 5, right? Why I never used the 300 and the 338 on Cape Buffalo? Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, I should have remembered. They are very tanky against those weapons. Yeah, I know there's a penetration bug. But yeah, I was a bit too confident on that shot. Welcome to the stream, Johnny, by the way. Nice to see you. He's still alive. Next time I see it, yeah, the next time I see it, I'm just gonna shoot it 4 times in the butt. That'll be the punishment. I feel it is closer than we think. Some warthog over there. Nothing out of the ordinary. Johnny was so locked on Scarecrow the Angler stream yesterday. Oh yeah? Who won the competition, by the way? Because I saw you were doing a competition. So, Tekken, I was chasing a guaranteed troll level 9 buffalo, which would have been amazing for a competition. But guess what happened? Guess what happened? Of course, Poch XCK did an appearance right here. Look, it is over there. It is about to die. Bro. That was absolutely lame. Like, that was lame. I didn't even wait for my breath to stabilize. Alright, he's finally dead. The Botch King returns. Yeah, unfortunately he's returning. Chi Muffins, welcome to the stream, by the way. So let's see a score of this buffalo. You know, we posted. We unfortunately aren't gonna be able to post it in the competition because I wrote a rule that said that push calls won't count. So yeah, my own rules will prevent us from submitting this guy. That was really bad, right, Mr. Rahok? Like, are you surprised? Because, you know, Botch XCK normally appears, but normally the aiming is at least decent. But this time, I even surprised myself with how bad that was. Like, we watched, I think, 3 shots in a row. Landon won the heaviest cutthroat trout, and I completely smoked everyone on the heaviest haul for pike and muskie. Nice. Johnny Crow, bro. So, did you manage to catch some diamonds? Just got flashbacks to the red ear. Oh, I remember that one. I remember that red ear on Hirschfelden. The time I thought it was a perfect hit and it was a spine shot, I believe. That was Noob XCK combined with Botch XCK. What species are the challenge? I don't really do Discord. So I'm gonna show the leaderboard right here, Chimuffins. It is a goals only competition, and as you can see, it includes Gamesbug, Blue Wildebeest, Lion, Cape Buffalo, Warthog, Lesser Kuru, and Springbok. So 7 species in total for this competition. It is just getting started. Plus the leaderboard isn't updated at the moment, there have been more submissions. Botch XCK may be evolving. I think it's getting worse. I think it's getting worse because, for example, the shot on the wildebeest, oh my god, 149.95, that is painful. Look at the shot, guys. Like, that was the first shot. Bro, it didn't penetrate. It was going straight to the lungs. Yeah, maybe it was a bit too far back, but still, it should have penetrated more. Bro. Yeah, Botch XCK is devolving. Botch XCK is getting stronger, actually. Now he's gonna appear more often. Well, we just posted the best animal we found today while trying to look for stuff for a competition, guys. So yeah, this is when I quit the game, honestly. gonna uninstall it and we're gonna focus entirely on the angler and professional fishing from now. So yeah, it was a great pleasure to enjoy the Hunter with you guys. No, I'm kidding. Hello, Hunter W. How are you doing, man? Nice to see you today. Yeah, it wasn't even a gold alongside because it was guaranteed troll. Also, bro, I found it took me 190 Atlantic salmon to get a diamond. Well, that's not a lot. I mean, it's a good number, Silver, but you know, at least it wasn't 1,000 like it takes some people to get their first diamond river carp soccer, you know? Come on, game, at least give me mythical for as consolation, like at least a mythical. Not even asking for a troll, just a mythical. Even if it is tiny. What's the server? I'm currently host of the server, hater. So yeah, just look for my name in the server list and you'll be able to join me. I would say southwest corner you can find most of the species except lions and kudu. Southwest corner. Yeah, this area right here. Yeah, this spot is really good for Cape Buffalo, Warhawk, and even lesser kudu because they all share the same home range. So yeah, you are totally right. That spot is very good. Alright, more buffalo. Please, a level 10. Like, we're gonna make up for that bush by finding a grade 1k buffalo today. It is full. Alright, the other player just left. I guess it was a 1 out of 2 server whenever I joined it. Didn't pay attention to that. Where can I go now? It is currently Warhawk drink time. Yeah, Warhawk drink time. We could go hunt some Warhawks. Maybe around these swamps right here. But we could also go for some lesser kudu. You know, something like in max estimate would be nice. We haven't found anything for the kudu. We saw a level 1 earlier. That's how crazy our luck with them has been today. Just got a diamond lion. Kinda wish it trolled. Nice, Mr. Warhawk. Yeah, you know, who would have thought you would ever say you wanted a lion to troll? Like, that only happens while playing these competitions. So, nothing remarkable for the Cape Buffaloes. Realistically, we cannot expect to find anything better to the buffalo we found earlier. At least not on this server. So I think we're gonna go to a different server before we conclude the stream, guys. Gonna exit to the main menu. And let's see, we could go hunt some Cape Buffaloes once again. Yeah, I wanna go back to a coast. And hopefully find at least a mythical. Just one mythical, that's what we need. Let's see, this server is currently set at the Buffalo drink time. So let's go there. ARS server. For me, the famous lake delivered the diamond lion out of a respawn. Just 2 days after I got the map. Nice, Daniel. That's lucky. Just 2 days after getting the map already Diamond Lion? Can't complain at all. I grant you the luck required to get a big gold Warhawk and a rare one in this session, Poch XCK. I really appreciate the luck, Tekken. I'm needing it. But more than the luck required to find one of those trophies, I need the luck required to make a good shot on them. Which, I mean, you told me it is the luck to get them, so I guess that implies I will also be able to make a good shot. Because I'm finding stuff I think just too bad at making good shots, you know? You should start a blooper channel called Poch XCK. That could be funny. You know, a Poch compilation, imagine. Poch compilation video. Because, I mean, these streams are becoming kind of a blooper, eh? Like, some of the stuff that has been happening during these streams is pretty hilarious. In a bad way. You are so right about that, G-Muffins. Yeah, I guess I'm asking for too much, you know? I'll have to actually get better. I'm gonna go to the coast, as I was saying, but before that, we're gonna go check this spot for the Springbok. Just trying to make sure there's nothing remarkable right there. Wait, actually I have a trick. Try to watch it and you'll accidentally hear it virally. Gotta confuse the game, right, Tekken? Yeah, maybe that's what I need. Like, go for the push and it'll end up being a perfect hard shot. Yeah, next time I find a diamond, guys, I'm just gonna say, you know, we're gonna push this guy and I'm gonna aim for the head. Some Springbok. I thought that was a max estimate, but it isn't. A lot of jackals. Level 5, level 6. No big ones, unfortunately. Level 2 Springbok. More over there. Level 3. You know, I think the last time we came here to Afirca during a stream, we actually managed to find a level 5 Springbok right here. On this same area. It would be cool to find a trolley. But the reason we joined this server was to go hunt some buffaloes. So let's head directly towards the coast. A channel to intentionally push rare diamond trophies, like a parody channel. You know, I would do it, Daniel. But I mean, I always struggle enough to find trophies to then go and make a parody channel, you know? Like, I'm barely finding enough trophies to make the videos I want to make. So yeah, I would need to be finding more trophies for that to happen. You ever play Rainbow Six Siege? I've never played it. Broke Wallet. I've never played it. I know it is a fun game, but to be completely honest, apart from the Hunter Call of the Wild and Call of the Wild the Angler, you know, I rarely ever played other video games. Like, you know, I play to record some videos and to stream, but apart from that, I don't really play video games. Only sometimes, only occasionally. You are in the server? Oh yeah, that's true. Right there, hater. It is a skill to be that good at botching. Honestly, yeah, they can. Gotta respect the consistency. Like, being that consistent at botching stuff, yeah, that's actually difficult. Hi, bro. I found 12 binos and 2 troll plains bison. What are the chances of the server being modded? So you found 2 albinos and 2 trolls on the same session. And everything else was normal. 2 trolls, that's completely normal. 2 albinos, of course it is lucky. But I would say, considering the rest of the server looks completely normal, as you are saying, I would say there's no reason to definitely say the server is modded, I'll still continue exploring it, just to make sure. But it is definitely possible to find 2 different albinos. Are we going to get a face reveal soon? So, as Decan is saying, I already did a face reveal on my Discord server, Broke Wallet. So yeah, if you go to my Discord and you go to the announcements channel, you'll have to scroll up maybe like 20 posts and you'll see a picture I posted on myself right there. But I plan and I want to start using a face cam very soon, during my streams especially. Because I think it'll be really beneficial for the server, for the channel I mean. So yeah, I do plan to start using a face cam and also to start streaming vertically alongside my normal streams while using the face cam. I think that could make a really big difference. Sounds like a good plan, Swinek. Also pay attention to the chat and pay attention if anyone else gets a trophy or a diamond. Because if no one else is getting diamonds, then that means the server is most likely legit. What camera are you planning to buy? I still don't know, Daniel. Yeah, I still don't know, but I'll have to do some research on what are good cameras. But yeah, I will tell you whenever I get it. You could try a face cam, but I'll test it for a bit and look if it works. Streamers like Flaner seem to be quite successful without face cams. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not saying it is absolutely necessary to be successful, but, I plan to use it especially for the vertical streams. Because, yeah, on the vertical streams, I think it makes a huge difference. And of course, also for the normal streams, I would say a lot of people like watching streamers that use face cams. As I said, it's not necessary because, yeah, Flinter and Scarecrow don't use them and they are still very successful. But for the vertical streams in particular, I would say they are not necessary, like not completely necessary neither, but definitely make a difference. The Sony Alpha 6000 series cameras are amazing for streamers. I'll take a look at them, Daniel. Yeah, thank you for the suggestion. So yeah, I'll take a look at them and probably get one of those whenever I get it. But yeah, the vertical streams will be absolutely key. Because, I'm trying to become a full-time content creator. And, essentially the last couple of years I've been just hitting a wall. Like, it's been hard to grow the channel past that point. But with the vertical live streams, it could make a really big difference when it comes to the income. So yeah, if I have like a decent amount of success with them alongside the normal live streams, yeah, we could say we're actually gonna make it, right? I'm actually gonna be able to turn this into a full-time thing if I want it, But that is only if that kind of streams have success, because when it comes to the videos, the progress has been so slow and so inconsistent that that it's gonna be hard to make it focusing only on videos. Do these streams help the channel grow at all? A bit. You know, they help a bit with the subscribers, not a lot though. Like, yeah, still the channel has barely been growing with these streams, but they help with other things. Like, first of all, they help me practice my English more than making the videos, so that is a huge advantage. Also, well, it's a different kind of income to the videos. Like the memberships, they help for sure. They help a bit. Like the super chats help a bit. So yeah, it's a small contribution, but it helps. However, the vertical live streams have the advantage that, for example, I'm not sure if you've paid attention to those little gifts that some people send. Like whenever they send something like a star for a certain amount of jewels, like they don't look like a lot, but those are very common on the vertical live streams. And I've been paying attention at the data of the vertical live streams of other creators, and yeah, even though it doesn't seem like it, the vertical live streams are actually, or can be, a bigger source of income compared to a normal live streams. While actually, well, you can do the vertical live streams and the normal live streams at the same time. So you can essentially double the income right there just with the verticals, and even more than double. So yeah, like achieving something like that would take me a really long way to be able to make this a full-time thing and then continue growing after that. I appreciate you saying that, Decan. Glad you think the quality is good. And thank you, Chilber. Thank you. Glad you think I am the best creator. That's a huge compliment right there. That buffalo right there is really big. It is just a mythical, but as you can see, it has the same antlers as the troll level 9. So we're gonna shoot it. Yeah, the shorts are a completely different thing, Decan, but I am talking about vertical live streams. So on the short format. Yeah, you have, as Chilber is saying, you have a higher chance of getting viewers on the vertical live streams. So that means more subscribers as well. They do make a huge difference when it comes to a number of subscribers, because I've done some in the past, and yeah, they definitely got more subscribers. But with the gifts that YouTube added recently, like the income side also becomes a huge advantage. Like the revenue side. Because yeah, that kind of gifts are very common on the vertical live streams, because they are made exactly for that kind of streams. Good night, Helmer. It was nice to see you today. I hope you rest very well. Yes, Winnick, you are very right. Chopper, like, he may be the only content creator for this game that does both the verticals and the horizontals at the same time. And it's been working fantastic for him. Yeah, Mr. Rahawk, the vertical live streams have a completely separate chat. It's like you are streaming both vertically and horizontally at the same time. And both have their own chat. But yeah, the verticals normally tend to attract the people that are scrolling through the shorts feed, which is a lot of people. So that opens an entirely new set of possibilities for a channel. And as I was saying, that could be the difference maker the channel needs at the moment. Sounds great, Shilber. Yeah, may see you later if I stream the Angler. But in case I don't, I hope you have a very good rest of your day. It was nice to see you today. Thank you for joining us. And sounds great, Akan. Yeah, you are very right. The football game is about to start, so I may even go watch it myself. Honestly, may watch it for a bit. I think it'll be a nice game. I just wanna shoot this other buffalo because it's also a mythical. They are all just frozen right here. Did we just get disconnected? We almost got 138.7. Alright. Why is this thing not wanting to take a screenshot? Okay, it finally did. But yeah, the connection with the host is been terrible at the moment. Got a huge level 9 lion. Damn. It was almost a diamond, Daniel. It was almost a diamond. I'm not sure if you are competing on the current competition, but submit that thing if you are. Because that'll be nearly impossible to beat. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Warhawk. You are essentially streaming twice at the same time, while attracting completely different people. And like, on the horizontal streams, like you still have the possibility of getting memberships and super chats, which are the difference makers on those. And on the vertical streams, you have a way higher chance of getting gifts. So yeah, like as a content creator, that's a big advantage because it's like a completely new source of income. And yeah, if your goal is to become a full-time creator, yeah, of course you have to pay attention to that. Is it gonna let us claim this buffalo right here? I think we got disconnected right before claiming this buffalo, but some people still have ping, which makes me think maybe the ping will return to a host in order to be able to claim this buffalo, and it did. 138.87. Alright. Not too bad. 2 mythical buffaloes. None of them was massive, unfortunately. But I would say that'll be enough for today's stream, guys. We got some decent submissions. It would have been amazing to not push that troll level 9 buffalo. But still, we got the huge springbok. We got a couple mythical lions. Diamond wildebeest. Plus another Diamond wildebeest we botched. So yeah, guys, it was a really fun stream regardless. It was really fun to interact with you. Would you stream on different platforms? Like for example, TikTok and YouTube? If I ever happen to stream on a different platform, Swinek, it would probably be Twitch. Yeah, like I've been thinking on at some point, like streaming Twitch and YouTube at the same time could be good. But for the moment, I need to focus entirely on YouTube. So yeah, guys, I really hope you have a very good rest of your day. I might stream the Angler later, but I don't want to promise anything. But regardless, we're gonna be tonight playing with Chopper, Lady Legend, the Hunt Professor, Tunnels of the Wild. So yeah, we're gonna be playing on Chopper's channel, on his stream, and it'll be amazing to see some of you there. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot, guys. Goodbye. Have a very good rest of your day. God bless you guys.